Symbols of art, archaeology, and of course religion are all part of the Basilica of St. Paul outside the walls. Most recently, there's been more attention on the tomb of St. Paul and whether or not he's actually buried in it. The story goes back centuries, of course, but just a few years ago, a new phase began.
Archaeologists found, what remains of a human being in there, and through their scientific tests were able to determine that it went back to the 1st century.
Archaeologists drilled a small hole into the sarcophagus. Through a series of carbon-14 tests, the sample revealed traces of elegant purple linen, laminated with pure gold. Most importantly, they also found tiny bone fragments. For a year, St. Paul's original burial site was said to be the Basilica, but eventually his remains were moved.
His remains remained in that place for approximately 2 centuries, until in the middle of the 3rd century there was a great persecution. So the Christians at that time took his body, what remained of it, the bones of course, transferred it to another sacred place, and once the persecution was over, moved it back to the original place of burial.
Vatican officials also said a slab of marble with the words Paul Apostle Martyr was also found. So, to learn more about his life before and after his death, the Pontifical Gregorian University organized a forum to introduce a book which translates precisely to Paul Apostle Martyr, which deals with the history, art, and archaeology surrounding St. Paul.
He's truly the symbol for those who try and deepen their Christian beliefs in modern society.
Over the centuries, people came to venerate his tomb. As a way to honor him, they would leave coins as a symbol of their pilgrimage.
There was great concern that this was of St. Paul and this was the place, and that is the very place that we still venerate in the Basilica.
Eventually, in 2009, Benedict XVI said the tests seemed to confirm the unanimous and uncontested tradition that these are the mortal remains of Apostle Paul.
So, yes, I think it is highly probable that the human remains that we have found in that sarcophagus are truly of the Apostle Paul.
Since this newest discovery, it's now more accessible for pilgrims to enter below the basilica and pray directly before the tomb of St. Paul.